Hello, my name is Hannah, and today we're building a very large house in Willow Creek. Now, I built this last night. I was like really tired and I was feeling horrible last night, which you'll hear about like more later. But I was really in the mood to build something like kind of big, not like huge, but like this size, and I was really feeling like building because like all week I've been just like entirely wanting to make KayBeeSimss, and I've just been like having like force myself to build like other things, which are eventually fun once I start doing it. But like at the time I'm just like, no, I want to do KayBeeSimss, and then I was just like, no, I cannot post 6 KayBeeSimss in a row, can't do that. But this time I was like very much like, I want to build a big house, and specifically I wanted to build a basement, which really is very strange because I put like basements in like no Sims houses, which is also very strange because there are basements in like every single house. I feel like it's like part of the code, I think, because of the whole like tornado thing. Really fun. But I just like never use basements. One, they're kind of finicky, and two, with like foundations that I use on almost like every single build that I do, you can't really do that without messing up the edges unless you like make it like kind of small and like strategically place the basement, which is what I did. But it's just like a whole lot of things. But I built a basement on this one, and I put like a teen's bedroom down there, and also like a laundry room, which I put a laundry room in both of the houses that I have built in the last week, which is very, very strange because I like never use the washing and I never use basements, so it's just a bunch of things that I don't normally do. Also, 40 by 30 lot. I don't do that a lot unless I'm building big houses, and I barely ever use this lot. Usually because I'm building for either, the purpose of putting it into my save file, that until like a couple days ago, I was keeping the houses that were already there. At this point, I've just given up on that, and they are kind of ugly, and my, redoings of them are kind of ugly too, because I just can't really renovate houses that well. So I was just like, no, we'll just put this one in here because this was so much more fun to build, and it's very cute. I really enjoyed building this house, and the outside is more like yellows and oranges, and then there's also some like purple flowers, because I felt like, some contrast in there. But then the inside is like entirely like brown and green, which I do kind of a lot when I'm doing like cottage builds, but like with like suburban houses, I like never do that. So I was kind of feeling that, and I put like green couches, and I was like, no, I shouldn't make green couches, because originally I was going to do the beige swatch of these like same couches, but I was just like, no, we'll do green. And then I put it down like a brown like rug, and then the entire thing was just kind of how that went. And so I thought it was really fun. The floor plan was a bit rough with this one, because I wanted to fit like a bunch of bedrooms upstairs. I only ended up having 2. I was trying to aim for at least 3, but then I was like, I'll put some bedrooms in the basement, and then I only put 1. But that's okay. You don't need that many bedrooms. You can fit 4, 5 Sims, I think, somewhere around there. 5 Sims, I think, in this house. And so, it's not actually that bad, but I thought it was really, really cute. And so I just kept building it, and I had a lot of fun. I also put like a little office here that you can see that's the first thing I do inside, is put this little office down. It's not really an office, it's just like a desk in the middle of the entryway, but close enough. You can also see with the color scheme that I use like yellow dining room chairs, and like with the green and the brown and like a bunch of stuff. But I thought it worked all together. And also I used the attic space on this house. You can see that I usually put like on this like style house like a big dormer area, or whatever you'd call that upper thing in the roof. But I actually used it on this one, which I thought was pretty fun. And I put like a Christmas tree and like boxes and then presents up there. And then there's also like a small like living room area, which I feel like is like where they put like all of their, previously used stuff if they didn't want to get rid of it. And I thought that was pretty fun, because there's like a little ladder up to it and all of that stuff. So it's pretty fun. You can like go up and hang out out there. Like if you're trying to avoid people, just go up there and have fun, relax and stuff like that. Just be away from a bunch of everybody else. But that's just about what I have done. But that's about it for, the whole house. But it was very, very fun. And having a basement included in the house was really, really fun for me. And also you can see the green couches coming into play. So, that's pretty fun. And so I'm going to move on to talking. But yesterday I had to skip the last 2 periods of my day because I was absolutely dying from my cramps, which has been happening a bit. The first day is always horrible. It's actually been the cause of me coming home the last 4 times in school, mostly on Fridays, which is kind of weird how perfect it's like always falling on a Friday. Which is also really annoying because usually they give us a bunch of stuff and a bunch of notes and stuff to prepare for like tests coming up the next week and like notes and all that stuff on Fridays. But I did manage to make it all of the way through 5th, 6th period today, or yesterday. God, timelines. But I was so close, but I literally could not think straight because the pain was just killing me. And sitting is not my cramps' favorite things to do. It much prefers anything that's not sitting. So sitting for that long, especially in school and stuff like that, was not working. But I did manage to go to school this time because the last time I missed the entirety of school. So, that's pretty good. But I have so many just different random wacky things that happen on the first day. No other day. The rest of the days are fine. Like, almost never do I get anything like cramps or anything on any of the other days. Someone want to tell me why that makes sense. But, I'm not upset that I don't have pain any of the other days. It's just really bad the first day and, like, no other day. Except sometimes, in which it happens, like, all of the time, in which I am just a blob the entire time. But in chemistry, which is my period right before lunch, I was learning about bonds, I think, or whatever. I really don't know, though, because I could not pay attention for the life of me, because I was just sitting on my, stool on the lab table, dying, just trying to get as much information I could from that class, because I thought I was going to leave during lunch because I was dying so badly. But then also we were going to fishing, and I kind of wanted to go fishing, which is kind of bad. But I did manage to make it all the way through fishing, and then I got to French, and I started dying again, and so I was like, if I die partway through this period, I can't text, because French is the only period in which if you get your phone out, like, at all, they will take it from you, which I think is kind of dumb, especially because I was in a lot of pain, and they were just like, no. So I may have done it anyway while she was, like, standing at the back of the classroom while we were playing a game, and I was just like, I have to leave by the end of this period. So I did end up leaving at the end of 6th period because I could not do it anymore. And I spent the rest of that day with, like, a heating pad on and just, like, laying down, and it was really terrible. Yesterday it was really bad, but it's really getting to the point where I cannot come to school on the first day of my period, which is really annoying, and it's causing me a lot of stress because then I just can't go. And so we'll see if anything happens there, but it's just really annoying. Another thing is that I get really nauseous, which is what happened to me this morning. I was nauseous all morning. I still kind of am. And then I also get heat, like hot and cold flashes. Not at the same time, just at different times. It's really fun. Really would enjoy. Really do recommend. I'm really hot right now, which is what reminded me of that, I don't really know because I am in a short sleeve shirt in the middle of a cool room, so I'm not really sure, but it's just like my upper arms and then my chest is really warm. The rest of me is cold, so that's what's leading me to that, but I also have no idea. Bodies are strange. It's really fun. But moving on from that whole topic, I also had another thing. This morning, I guess for the last week, me and my mother had been thinking about going to a organic juice and healthy, I think it's vegan too, I don't really know, food place. And so we were gonna go there today for lunch, and we did, but we had been spending so much time, so I was thinking it was gonna be really good. And so I was just like, that sounds really fun. And so we made a whole thing about it, and we were just like, we'll leave at 12:30 and we'll go get food and we'll eat outside and all of that stuff. we got there, we spent maybe 10 minutes waiting for our food, which is fine because they make it all like right at that time. But we ordered like two acai bowls and then 2 wraps and then juice. And so, you know, we were thinking it was going to be pretty good because also it was kind of expensive. It wasn't that good. It was pretty, like, some of the things were pretty bad. Like, the acai bowls were very, very sweet, which I really should have known going in that because I don't actually like very, very sweet things that much. But I was thinking with the stuff that was in the ones that we ordered, it was going to be also savory too, just not just full sugar. And so I had a stomach ache after lunch. I was dying for all of the reasons because that's, you know, obviously the best solution. But the wraps were very good. I liked the wraps probably because they were more savory. Well, entirely savory, it's a wrap. But that was pretty good. And then we had like a carrot orange juice, if, you know, that makes any sense. It literally tasted like carrot orange, which is what was in it, to be fair. But like, it was like, it hit you with the orange and there was like carrot, which is very strange because all of the juices I've ever had were all the flavors at the same time. So it going from orange to carrot was just really strange out, and it was a ride. But then also we had a fruit smoothie that was also had like a base of maple syrup. You could not taste the fruit. It was maple syrup. You might as well have just drank straight maple syrup. It was really maple syrupy. So it's the juice and then like the smoothie thing that we ordered are currently in the fridge. We're hoping it's better frozen because both me and my mother agreed that it was not worth the price and it was really just kind of very strange and it was not that good. But, you know, not to bash the whole place, it's just our thing. But, you know, the price was very expensive, but I'm fairly positive that's because it's, you know, locally grown food and like they gotta make it all. I'm not really sure though, but you know, opinions and stuff, but it was not that good and I got a stomach ache from it. So, you know, not going back there unless for like a couple like specific things. But that's like about it. So I'm going to end the video right there. But if you did enjoy today's video, subscribe to see, you know, more videos like this or, you know, hear more stories like this or, you know, different stories. But it is almost screenshots time, so I post a new video 4 times a week, so you can watch another video tomorrow. Bye!